No. No.
Okay, there we go. No?
Nope.
Okay, how about this?
Buckle up, baby, are you kidding me?
This is what I'm talking about, ladies and gents. Today we're featuring an electric scooter. This one is the Ausom L1 with a claimed top speed of 28 miles an hour, 44 miles of max range, an 800 watt brushless motor, and a 48 volt 15.6 amp hour battery. Let's see what's inside. Alright guys, let's go through everything since we opened the box up. Because honestly, what's a review without the unboxing? First, we got, the manual, the instructions. We got the nice old warranty card, there you go. User manual, looks pretty self-explanatory, probably has everything in there. We'll go through that if we need it. And let's start breaking everything open. Alright, first things first, charger. Alright, we're just gonna flip this over and set it down nice and up. A spare NFC card. Please keep it safe. Will do. These must be the actual ones. Okay, looks like we just got some zip ties, some Allen keys. What is this, like cloth? Oh, you're kidding me, guys. Now this is what I'm talking about. True unboxing. Hold on, let me get these babies on. Hold it. Oh my goodness. Now we're official. And we can continue the unboxing from here. Looks like we got some covers, maybe. Man, this thing already looks like a beast. I can't wait to test out the suspension. Let's keep going. All right, we got everything taken off, and we're officially done with the unboxing part. I can tell you, you're gonna get your scooter in perfect shape because they did some great packaging. This contraption right here, let's loosen it up. Man, I'm loving these gloves. Looks nice. Okay, so it just locks in, and then keep tightening it up. As you can see, this thing is very portable. All you had to do is just lift this up and then tighten this in and then loosen it and pull on this. It'll come straight down. You can fold it up, put it in the back of your car or wherever you want to take it. Okay, now let's see what we're dealing with up here. You can lift this up or down to whatever height is best for you and just clamp it down. Very nice, very nice. Now let's get these handlebars on. This thing is as easy as it gets when it comes to putting it together. So now I'm just gonna loosen all these. There's 2 on each side. And then the actual clamp for the handlebars is in this screen, and then you just mount it down. Let's get all right, we got these all on. Flip the screen down. Nice. All right, now let's come down here and install the front headlight. We're gonna loosen these 2 bolts up, slide this in, and then put them over. Okay, actually your boy was wrong. You just need to loosen them up a little bit, and then just take this like bigger end of this clamp thing and put it over that way, and then it secures, and then you can tighten them down from there. All right, we got the headlight on there, very nice. But we do know what these are now. So these are like caps for bolt ends. So like right here, this is the main bolt that tightens the tire on. You just push it right in. So it makes it a whole lot cleaner. Like, wow, those things really did make a huge difference. All right, let's see if we can get this thing turned on. First, let's do the satisfying peel. All right, we have this thing fully put together. I'm so excited to get out and try it. We have everything secured, all the covers for the bolts on, the stem secured. We raised this up a little bit to fit my height. And let's go try this thing out and take a look at it. I'm here with the Ausom L1. And this thing is a beast, not just by the looks, but by the performance. We're gonna go through about everything you can imagine on this thing. We're probably gonna make a separate video just on the range. But this thing, I gotta tell you, it looks amazing. It handles amazing, and one thing I noticed just from like the little bit I've rode is it's so smooth. So let's take you through what it's all about. So the first thing I like about this thing is in order to turn it on, you need a little key. It comes with 2 of these and then also a backup one that comes on a lanyard just in case you lose it. So first we're gonna go in here, press the on button, and it comes up on the display, and you may not be able to see it on the camera, but it's just little 4-digit lines up here. All you do is hold this up to it and it turns right on. Alright, first things first, when we hop on here, I just want to show you guys, it actually doesn't go right off the go. It's probably a safety thing, but like even if you go in the highest mode and hit the throttle, it will not go as soon as you hit the throttle. You have to give it a little push. Not much of a push, but then just a little bit, and it'll start going. But first things first, when we're out here with the full battery, let's give it a top speed run. We have the speedometer on here and also the app, so let's see what this thing can do. Alright, throttle is pinned. This thing actually really does have good acceleration. I would not expect it coming from an 800 watt motor. It's really surprising. Alright, we're showing 32. This thing is advertised to go 28. Oh, we just had the death wobble there. Might as well put it on 2 hands. But currently we're full throttle, going 32 into the wind. I'm just gonna turn around real quick, see what I can do going with the wind. See if it's any different. "23, 24, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31. See, it gets up to speed pretty quick. Again, this is full battery. All right, we're at 34 already. 35. Come on, let's get 36. Oh, we're still at 35. 36. Oh, I just saw 36 pop up. All right, we'll leave it at that. Okay, but we're already off the bat. This thing is looking pretty good and performing really well. It was advertised at 28, and honestly, that's what I expected. But already I can tell that this thing doesn't have a speed limit. As you can see, we were going over 28 and even in the 30s, and it wasn't limiting it. Even at the top speed when we got there at 35, there was no limiter. I wish they would do that with all bikes, but of course, you know, the legality and everything. But see, if the Ridstar didn't have a speed limiter on it, I think it would be going probably a good 35 until it reached about half a battery. So this is my first time being introduced to the company Ausom. I really wasn't sure what to expect when I opened the box, but already, as you can see with the unboxing, it was very straightforward, very easy to put together, and this thing is very portable. You can put the stem down easily, so if you want to take this thing anywhere, it's very easy to carry from there. This little latch right here, you just put down when it's folded down, so you can pick it up as a handle. But man, I'm liking this thing already. It's so smooth. I really hope you guys can hear me right now because it is so windy. So this thing has front and rear suspension, and I gotta tell you, as soon as you hop on the scooter, you can definitely tell, you know, it sets in for your weight, and it's very cushiony. I can sit here and bounce on it. It feels amazing. Just small little bumps, you can't even tell at all. So that's what makes it such a smooth ride. But you know, I'm just cruising right now at 32. All right, so let me tell you guys a little bit about what the scooter has. So over here in the controls, we have a turn signal clicker. Left is a left turn signal, right is right turn signal. And as you click them, there's also a little thing, I don't know if you can see on the screen, so it'll let you know if your turn signals are on or off. And the lights are in the back, right in front of the rear wheel. We'll pop some clips up as I go through everything on here. This little knob right here doesn't do anything. It would be nice if they can make it do something or have a function on here, but it doesn't spin or click or anything, but it still looks cool. And then of course you have the horn. The horn is pretty loud. It's in the front light. Man, this thing is cruises. So smooth. Here's a little bump. Oh, that's a big bump actually. Even if I just move like the stem around, like up or down or forward, the suspension just takes it in. It's so nice. So then with that, we have over here the on and off button. So you just hold that down to turn it off, hold it on, hold it down to turn it on. And then right here is the plus and minus buttons. The scooter has 3 modes. We'll go down in Eco just for a second to show you guys what the top speeds for each level are. So the Eco top speed, let's go full throttle in Eco mode. Hopefully you guys can see that, we're in Eco. In Eco, it's a top speed of 15 miles an hour. So now we can move it up to Sport. Sport's next. Full throttle from there. I'm assuming it's like 25 or something. Let's see. Okay, 26. Okay, looks like the top speed in Sport mode is 26, and then of course the race mode, as we were on before, it goes 35, 36 top speed. But anyway, you control those with the plus and minus button. But then also you have with the plus button the little light icon you can see. So it has a front light and also a rear light, which will show. And with the rear light is a brake light. So even if out the light option on and you brake, it'll show in the back. But when you have the lights on, it'll turn the front and rear light on all the time. And all you have to do to activate that is just to hold it down. As you can see, they're on. And then down here, if you hold it down, it puts you in a walking mode. so you can control the throttle when you walk. But I mean, this thing really is just a blast. I rode it around a little bit before I did this video. I probably put a couple miles on it just to test it out, see if everything's working before I do this review. And it was really just a blast. We're gonna go do some just a little bit off-roading, some gravel and some grass, just to show you guys. I do have a discount code in the link and also in the comment section. So if you want to get this bike for sale, which it's on now, and also a little discount price, you can go and purchase any scooter on Ausom or anything by them and use my discount code to get some money off. Whipping this thing, going 34. I've never known a scooter in this price range to get a top speed of 35. But yeah, as I go over all these little bumps, the suspension just eats it right up. So nice. I do plan on seeing what the full range of the scooter is. I'll have to get a couple of my buddies together just to make sure that if it dies into place, that's not the best. I can get a ride back or something. But let me know below if you guys really want to see the range test of this thing, and we can keep pushing videos out on this if you guys really enjoy it. But I've never really been a scooter guy, but seeing this thing and riding it around and just the pure quality of it is making me want to be a scooter guy. Off the ditch here. It's got a great display. It looks really cool, shows you the battery level. Then you can also just click the power button once up here to go through the volts you have, how many miles you have on the trip, the miles in total. So really a nice display. I've known scooters that my friends have had, and you know, they have all that power, but only in the first 10 minutes of riding it because the battery drains so quickly. And then once you hit like 3/4 of the way through the battery, there's just no more power. So I'm really surprised by this thing. Such a blast. All right, now we got the off-roading, this little section. You know, because I don't think anyone's gonna be taking this thing on hard like dirt bike rallycross tracks, you know? So this is just some good options. A little gravel, dirt, hills, a little mud right there. And you know, it's taking it very nice with the suspension. Just eats it right up. Very smooth ride. I gotta say, on the Red Star, I'd be rattling around. It'd be so uncomfortable because the suspension's just terrible on there, even upgraded. You know, it loses a little power in the grass, but still, it just eats on through, you know? Maybe just takes off a few miles an hour. Just such a fun time. Oh yeah, we're going like 20 through here. I'm not even full throttle. And does pretty well on hills too. You know, being an 800 watt motor, you don't expect a whole lot on hills, but it does a pretty decent job. Eats up those rocks. Going over little things, or just on the road going over little bumps, eats it right up. Alright, so a little bit more as we finish up this video. I mean, I'm really surprised about it. But I mean, as I keep owning this scooter, I'll be sure to let you guys know if anything happens or breaks pretty quickly. But I gotta say, my only critique of this thing will probably be the brakes. And it's not even a critique right now because they're good right now. Like, here's a good clip of me stopping. But I mean, honestly, this thing is such a blast. It's cheap, it's affordable. Again, use the code down in the description to get even more money off, and it's on sale. There's just nothing more you could ask for, to be honest. And I'm not just saying that to be all, oh, this thing's so amazing and awesome, you should go buy from them. I mean, this is my first experience even dealing with Ausom, but I mean, this is the first time even opening up a scooter. I've never had a scooter like this before. It's great. And again, you just have that amazing price point, so not much more you can ask for. But I mean, this has been such a fun time, just exploring the scooter, what it can do, the quality of it, how it can handle. There's not a lot of things you can say about it that I don't like. But you know the drill, as always. Let us know down in the comments what you guys think of this thing, and if you're not subscribed, subscribe, join the crew, and let's go, peace.